Hi everybody. So we're going to talk a little bit about how the course is designed. So overall, what you'll be doing in the course. And so I just want to give you a quick overview of um, as you learn and a little bit in the course syllabus, just the highlights of what you'll need to know. So as you learn, I've streamlined this course. I've taught it several times, and each semester I try to make it a little easier for the students to navigate and to work through the content and to really dig deep into the concepts and to really work through them. And so this course is no different in that I've reworked it. I've also changed as you learn. So if you've taken courses from me in the past, I used to do them weekly. This course I've set up so that it's by the assignment. So it's in chunks. So you'll have course readings, you'll have your literacies practice, you'll have your reading circles, and you'll have your case study. I'm also going to add a calendar as I get that finished. So as you see, you'll just open them up. You'll click on this triangle and that will open up whatever that section is. I've also put the course readings onto your course schedule. And so you click on that and you can just click on the readings from there. And so that's how we'll access the readings that are not your textbook. Or your reading circle book. So any reading that I give to you, you will access here. And so that's in general what it will be like for our As You Learn. And then you can click the triangle again and it will close. And the same thing with each of these sections. So that's how I've organized As You Learn for you. I think it will be easier for you to navigate. And you will, of course, will have the course schedule so you can see any of the deadlines. They're all laid out for you. The entire course is essentially laid out for you here. For those who like to plan ahead and know what's going on for the entire semester. It's here for you. You don't need it on As You Learn as well. I don't think. I think it's kind of confusing to do it that way. On As You Learn, you will have a professor block that just has information. We'll talk about office hours. I'll put the link to our Zoom link here as well. Emails, just be respectful and timely and all that kind of stuff there. So that's what As You Learn is. I've simplified As You Learn, in other words, to make it easier for you. We'll also have a virtual coffee shop if you want to share any kind of insights, and we'll have an Ask Dr. Pyle section if you have any questions for me. I try to get to it within 48 hours. To answer any pertinent questions you have. Again, don't ask questions about grades on there or personal questions, but these are general questions for the class. So that's in general how As You Learn works. In terms of the syllabus, if you just click on it in As You Learn, you can see how it's again organized. I have a table of contents for you if you want to go to particular parts of the course. I'll highlight a couple of things. Office hours. I have office hours from 11:30 to 2, or I could do appointments. I can't do any appointments after 4. On some Sundays, I could do appointments after open lab, though, if that works better for you on those Sundays that we have open labs. And I'll talk to you about those in a second. And office hours will be through Zoom, unless you're in Boone. And then, of course, I'm happy to meet with you in in the office, except on Sundays. I'll be home. That's when office hours are. Do come see me. I'm happy to talk to you face to face. I think a lot gets done when we can interact with each other in that way. So that's a really useful. My students find it really useful to meet with me, and I'm happy to meet with you. I just have certain times that I can do that, and they're listed there. We are going to have one textbook for this course. It's Artifactual Literacies. You can order it on Amazon. It's about $30 or so. I would order it now. We need it starting the second week of class. So that will be our textbook. You'll also have one other reading circle book that you can buy or find, but I put the links here to the Amazon copies or to, there's one that's in Belk online, and you just choose one of these to focus on, and there's a big range. There's a lot of books that are about graphic design or other different kinds of concepts for those who are not practicing teachers, and there are books there for practicing teachers too at different levels. And so I think you'll find a good selection there as well. So you'll just need to buy one textbook and you'll buy one of these books or find access to one of these reading circle books. We're going to have a set of assignments that really help you to dig into not only the concepts but practicing the concepts. And so that's what the New Literacies practice is. You're going to be trying different kinds of media, and you're going to be connecting it to the readings. You're going to have discussion groups where you talk to each other in Flipgrid about what you've created, your different media, and the different readings. You're going to have a reading circle where you read a book and then you talk to us about what you discover from that book. And then we're going to have a case study where you explore your own literacy practices through a multimedia project. And essentially that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing readings every week. And then we're going to be working on these different kinds of projects. I'm going to show you too in general the schedule. So just kind of generally you're going to be reading in the beginning of the semester. You're going to be reading a chapter from Artifactual Literacies, and you're going to choose an article from a current scholar, a current literacy scholar, people who are really right now at the forefront of literacies research, and you're going to choose one of their articles, and they're listed here for you. So for instance, in the second week, we're going to be doing some articles by Ryan Risch, and you can just look at these, click on the article here. I've already found them for you and link them here. So you'll just click on there, read it, and learn from it. You're going to take notes as you read, but they're for yourself. So really it's about engaging your own reading experience and really learning from those. For our first week, I've given you some articles so that it gives you time to find the book, but also it gives you a real overview of what we're talking about when it comes to literacies now. The first two, you'll read sections of them, parts of the articles. We're really going to highlight those. And then the last one, read the entire thing. That's a new way of seeing literacies. So for the first few weeks, that's what we're going to be doing. And then you're going to be doing blog posts where you are really working through the material and thinking through it and creating media and really engaging with the material on your own, and then in discussion groups. And then we'll have collected the blog posts and grade after week 4, and then we'll keep going and do the same things. Essentially, readings, working through the material. Then after week 10, you're going to start your reading circles where you read your book and you're going to have a discussion from your reading circles. And then the rest of the semester after that is just your New Literacies case study, where you're working on really digging deep into your own literacy practices and events and really trying to think through what those are and then representing that in a multimedia project. So really the first few weeks are really digging into some ideas and concepts and practicing. Then we have Reading Circle, where you get to engage with a full-length text that really is working through these ideas that you choose and from that list, and then you're going to explore your own and create something given what you've learned through the semester. And so that's kind of how this semester is organized. All of your blog posts are going to be on a WordPress site. You've already been given access to that WordPress, and you just are an author in that WordPress, and you'll create links and your posts within that, and they'll all be collected in one space. So this is our public sharing space where we can talk to each other in written text and in media that you post on there. And it's going to be a really neat experience to have all of those in one place collected there. Keep in mind, it is public, so nothing public that you don't want to share with everyone should be on there, but that is a place where we can really talk to each other. We're also going to be using Flipgrid, where we can literally see each other and engage with each other asynchronously. We will have open labs. Open labs are optional, completely optional. It's if you want to come and ask me questions, and they're going to be on select Sundays so that it won't interfere with any other class times. Some of you have class times during the week, but they're from 6 to 7 on Sundays. If you can't meet in open labs, but you have questions, just set up a time to meet in office hours or by arrangement, no problem. So, but that's a time where you can come together, and those are at key times in the semester. We'll work on different parts of projects. We'll talk about like check-ins of readings and that kind of stuff at those times as well. So that's essentially what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing lots of reading. We're going to be practicing, and then at the very end, you're going to put it all together in a multimedia project that looks at your own practices. And that's what our semester will be. It's going to be really interesting and engaging.